Alright, so come explore Canggu with me. So it's not my first time in Bali, but it is my first time in Canggu. So we're gonna explore one of the most popular touristy spots in the island of Bali. Now Canggu is, what is it if you are not familiar? It's just a village or a town, and it's quite happening supposedly. So again, I've been to Canggu before, but I never stayed here. And from what I understand, it's a spot which is very, very popular with Australian people specifically, you know. So looking forward to find out what the hype is all about. Let me set this better. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So you got your usual Bali views, and oh, this looks cool. Look at that. Some Muse place is called Sunny Muse. All apartments now selling, so they're selling real estate. And yeah, it's quite warm in Bali. And I'm filming this at the end of September, and they just had massive floods by the way that killed a bunch of people. So reminder that overall Indonesia still a developing country. You never know how things go. You have to watch out. Always be a little bit, you know, with your alertness on. And if you do that, then you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Of course, floods you cannot avoid, right? But so Canggu, from what I see, it has a few streets basically, and yeah, it's very commercial. So you wouldn't see any locals walking on the street. The locals, of course, you know, are working, are here to capitalize on the massive tourism they had, and the crowd, yeah, it's definitely Australians. They're still building a lot. Look at that. Still building. It's like second building is like a 60-meter stretch. I see. We're building. See, pretty big house or something. And yeah, so I was saying that it's still pretty hot overall, and we're on a mission today. We're on a mission to find out what Canggu is all about, and if it's a place worth visiting. So let's see. Wow, another development. So my understanding is that the floods that they just had were actually caused by over development. So they had even rice fields that, or rather land that was zoned for agricultural usage, that was actually built upon, on top of, and man, that never goes well. Wow, so there is a lot of, you see, places that are definitely targeted at foreigners. You see this cool place, superfoods, whatever that means. I'm assuming some acai bowl of some sort. Look at the crowd, it's just white people. I feel it's just white people, man. Just white people everywhere. Yeah. And let's see, we just keep walking and see what's up. Yeah, we just walk and see what's up. And yeah, some abandoned building as well. This is also a quite common sight in Bali. Just buildings for no reason. Wow, more building. Man, so much stuff going on. Wow, so much development. And if you've never been to Bali, do you need, like, can you get around with English only? Of course you can. This entire city has turned into a massive tourism hole, which means, oh, you see more abandoned buildings, I guess, which means that, yeah, people, you know, typically will speak English. And yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about this. So I'm by no means an expert of Hinduism, and especially Balinese Hinduism. So people in Bali are Hindu. They are not Muslim like the majority of Indonesians. Indonesia is not a Muslim country per se. What I mean is that it's not an Islamic republic, like for example Malaysia. Well, Malaysia is not a republic, but you get my point. And yeah, so what I was saying is that, yeah, here there are Hindus, and this is one of their little, how to say, shrines. Yeah, they have temples everywhere across the island, and you know, Hinduism is something very, very peculiar to to Bali. In fact, if I'm not wrong, Bali is the only place, together with India and Nepal, that is majority Hindu. So yeah, just fun fact for you to remember. Yeah. Wait, what? That's a big road. Yeah. The back and the front is the same, can't really tell. Yeah. So got some trash here and there, but overall it's fine, it's quite clean. This is supposedly pretty good. Yeah, you see I was mentioning the trash, trash situation over there. Yeah, are they gonna, someone gonna snatch my camera? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, my experience with the Balinese people is that they're generally speaking very welcoming. Trying to speak a couple of words of Bahasa, which means language, by the way, and is the Indonesian national language, goes a long way. But if you really want to surprise Indonesians in Bali, so the Balinese, what you do is that you drop a couple of words in Balinese, and they're gonna be shocked. So Balinese is the national language. I saw a little temple. Let me show that to you, so that I give you a sense of how the Balinese temples look like. So here I'm trying to cross. There's quite a lot of traffic. Traffic in Bali is notoriously bad. It's notoriously bad. That's a mix of, overcrowded, the place being overcrowded, that's one. And secondly, just the fact that, it developed so fast that hello, hey guys, hey, yo. So you see, people are very nice. And yeah, you see, for example, this is not a temple per se. This is a house, but houses traditionally have a temple attached to it, So there you go. See, this is the very, very typical, type of statues that they have at the entrance, and it resembles a bit, I hope I'm not saying something sacrilegious by any means, but those resemble to me, the kind of like dragon monster that the Chinese have at the entrance of houses or buildings. Also, it's like a demon, I think. But yeah. So you see, Balinese people are very friendly. There are so many tourists here, but something that I really appreciate about the locals is that they understand that while unfortunately tourism is changing really the way the Bali looks like, and its makeup, really, socially, economically, culturally, they really appreciate the fact that the tourists are contributing wealth to the place. Oh, let's go down this little hallway and let's see what's up there. So you see, there is a very crowded street, and then boom, there's nothing here. There's just a road that leads somewhere. Where to exactly? We shall find out. Oh, that is quite cool. Let me show that to you. So this is, or should be, a rice field. You see? You see the back? There is, the various levels of the rice it's a rice terrace, right? So you have the various levels of it. This is typical Bali. I don't think we are in season right now for rice, so I guess that's why it looks that way. This one doesn't really look like good, but well, whatever. There you go. Yeah, so you see, I just crossed the road, went to down an alley, and boom, you see a very nice rice field. Yeah, that's how it is in Bali. Yeah, let me just adjust this. Awesome. Let's keep going. Let's see what we find out. Well, here people are wearing, or rather not wearing, helmets on their bicycle. I'm not sure if it's illegal or not. Let's go to the other road. This looks like very nice, this little cafe. What is this? check it out. That looks cool. That looks really cool, actually. Yeah, let me show that to you. Little cafe. Very quiet, very green. Yeah. Very nice. There's a massage place. Lots of massage parlors everywhere in Bali. I mean, to me, the explanation is very simple. First, yeah, who doesn't like a massage? That's one. Number two is that it's very, very easy to start a massage place if you don't have, any specific skill nor capital. So that explains it. Yeah. So give me a time check. Gotta be somewhere in an hour plus. Wow, amazing cafes. So you see a lot of people. You see a lot of people on the laptop. I guess digital nomads, expats, you name them. You call them as you prefer. Foreigners with a laptop. Immigrants with a laptop. I guess that's how some people will call them. Yeah, and we just keep going. Need to make sure I don't get run over. So I was saying, will people snatch my phone / camera? I don't think so. I hope you can hear me well, by the way. I'm just, not using a dedicated microphone. But you see, everyone on the street is white. Cool places everywhere. Just cafes and cafes and cafes. So I don't really know about the history. I'm assuming that. Oh, that looks cool. That looks like in France or something. I'm not really sure how Bali was pre-tourism. I'm assuming it was a pretty poor place with not that much going on. I guess I'm guessing that the main industry was agriculture, right? It was rice. Ah, look how cool. Let me show you. So you see, this is like how the temple is set up. You see, this is a temple, but it's inside a house. So you may even be invited to places like this. Of course, the owner may ask you to give a little donation, for the lack of a better term, a little donation, just to show respect to the fact that they're letting you in, they're showing you around the place. I mean, they don't have to; they do it out of goodwill. It's a shame that you can't smell, what I'm smelling. This is some incense, some offerings smell, which is quite typical of Bali, and it's pretty cool. There's some places I've been to, for example, Ubud. Maybe I'll do a video there next time. Where, oh look, this is a hotel actually. See, it's one house. Where, places like in Ubud, which feel very mystical, because you can see, right, there is this building that looks like temples everywhere. Whether they're temples or not is a different story, and it's extremely lush and green. Man, look how cool, this is a random street. Look how cool it is. It's fantastic colors. There is this smell, which is a bit just makes you feel a little bit, high is the wrong word, right? But I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's very mystical. There is something about this place, about Bali. Yeah, well, nothing down there. Some more apartments and building and possibly hotels. Yeah. Just me and Bali exploring. Nature here, like in the rest of Southeast Asia, is super lush. Here it rains, it's warm, it's humid all year round, which means that vegetation can grow freely. You see? The way those are offerings, and my understanding is that these offerings are given daily, as long as you can, of course. They're given daily for every building, for every little temple, to show your respect for gods, for the gods, and also I guess for ancestors. Yeah, so the place looks abandoned, but weird. With a half-drunk bottle of liquor, someone having fun. Yeah, wouldn't mind getting a massage, honestly, if I can get something good value. Yeah, see here? Look how cool. So little statues, demons. Again, I hope I don't offend anyone. And the offerings over there, I was referring about. This is nothing special, meaning that it's quite common. You find the same everywhere in Bali. So this Canggu so far, selling some nice kue. Here is another house temple over here. Again, you see those everywhere in Canggu or else. Very noisy though. Accommodation. Oh damn. Oh, that's cool. I'm not really sure how I feel about the Bali crowd. What I mean is that I always got the impression that people coming to Bali are somewhat hippies, you know, a bit hipster people that think that they are different or that they want to look different. Mostly the young people, of course, but you know that not always. And I guess people who are looking for something a bit mystical in their life. That's my perception. Is that true? I'm not sure, man. Honestly, I'm not sure. But is there a significant percentage of people with that profile? Hell yeah. Here. What's that? Welcome cafe. The Down Coffee. Coffee place, people working inside. You know the drill. So is Canggu just a street? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. I saw some other streets. So Canggu may be just a number of streets put together. And you know the funny thing, okay, let me tell you something funny about Bali. It has been developed so much that you can't tell the difference between where, you know, Canggu or Seminyak or whatever starts and where it ends, you know, like how do you draw a line? Where do you draw the line? No one knows. It's all like clustered together. Oh, look, so this is an actual temple. See, this is an actual temple. And you see that it's written in two languages. The scribble thing, that's Balinese. The other language is Bahasa Indonesia, which is Bahasa Indonesian. What's here? Let's see. Oh, that's Pilates and some rental. Nothing. Let's go back. Look how cool. Super cool. Really, really cool. Street painting, street art. Not a fan. I got enough of that in back home in Italy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and careful when you cross. This is not Singapore. Boss.
Okay, what's shopping, boss?
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, people are nice. Sumeton Pharmacy. Okay. Cool coffee place. Supposedly this is a nice coffee place. We shall try. Revolver. I heard it's nice. Oh, and another temple. If you're Muslim and you wanna come to Bali because it's Indonesia, I mean it works, but it's not the perfect place. Because again, here's the majority. Here the majority Hindu. I don't know. Let's try to go down there. I'm not sure there is something interesting, but it's hell crowded. Yeah, let's try. That's how you do it. Ah, there's nothing down there. Just leave the city. Nice. Can you do this? Would you be able to cross with this many motorcycles, or would you be scared? Here you got no choice, you just have to do it. It's not something you choose to do or not. Just how it is. So as you can see, it's not really Bali in itself, and Canggu is not very walkable. It's not meant to be walked. Like people here just go around by oh, that's a cool Starbucks. Ah, look how cool. Gotta be careful not to step on any offerings. But yeah, you see, this is a bigger temple, and that's how it looks inside. Careful with the offerings, don't step on those. What do they put inside? It's some rice, you know, a few grains of rice, some flowers, stuff like that. What I always had available because it's a tradition. Yeah. Let's cross. I mean, I'm here on the zebra lines. They don't really mean anything, but just in case. Yeah, just in case. So there you go. That's the main street of Canggu for you. What do I think about it? Honestly, a bit underwhelming. There is a lot of interesting cafes. Looks like a cool place to be this at. But you know, aside from that, you know, just a bunch of tourists as expected. It's Bali after all. A few interesting things going on. First impression, not the best. Let's continue next with this and let's see if Canggu and Bali impresses us more. Still looking for some adventure.